Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of Mothers. Today I have here with me a lovely, beautiful, gorgeous woman named Miss Erica.
Hi.
She's a mom of two. She has two amazing, beautiful kids. Like when I see her kids, I get goosebumps. Damn. Guys, so ask me how I met Miss Erica. I met her here. Actually, she's my client, 10 sister, 10 friend. She's supporting the business. And I was like, oh, hey, I have a podcast I'm coming up with. Would you mind? And she was like, oh, of course, I don't mind. Please come. I don't mind joining. I would love to. I was like, okay, great.
The pleasure is mine.
Okay. You look so lovely.
Thank you.
Guys, we didn't actually plan this. To be honest, did we? We didn't plan this.
Not at all.
I didn't know we end up wearing pink today. So we are all dressed in the brand, Zilac. Go support Zilac at Zilac official at Zilac_official on Instagram. Yes. So guys, go support. Bring in your orders. I need the money. Hi, Miss Erica. Back
Hello.
to you. How are you? You look lovely. You look gorgeous.
Just like you.
It's good to have you here today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Okay, so quick. So you have had different experiences with giving birth because you didn't give birth in Africa.
No.
You gave birth in Belgium, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of stories about induction. I had vaginal birth, but I wasn't induced. I had my natural labor, and then the baby came. Yes, of course. But I've heard stories about other mothers having. I've heard stories about other mothers being induced to actually give birth, and then you had that experience.
Yes, I'm part of
Would
those
you
mothers.
like to share that experience with us?
Of course.
About the whole process of induction, the pain, because I've heard the pain is
terrible.
crazy, terrible. Yes. So yeah, I would love to hear.
Okay. Let's start like this. I was 26 when I was pregnant for my first child, a girl, and I passed the due date.
Okay.
So I supposed to give birth in September.
Okay.
Early September. We were coming to the end of September, and I was wondering what's going on. So I went to check, and they said, no, the baby is fine, but I have to wait. Ladies, they take time before coming because it was a girl. So I was holding on to getting to a time that I said, no, I can't hold on anymore.
Right.
I have to push out. I have
Were you tired? Was the weight too much?
Yeah, she was getting bigger.
Did you feel the whole back pain?
Everything.
Waist pain,
everything.
right?
My legs swollen.
Whoa.
Yes, my face, everything. So I decided to ask the doctor to do something for me.
Okay.
And they asked me to pass through the
Process.
process.
Right.
That means inserting the medicine for the baby to come out naturally. But it's no more natural, but
Of course, yeah.
I gave it through the natural parts.
So they insert
twice
medicine. It looks
yes.
like para.
It looks like para, but a little bit bigger.
Right. And it's called the
Side.
we actually had to Google that name. Cytotech. Did I get it right?
Yes,
Wait, let me just cross check my
Yes,
Cytotech.
Cytotech.
Mm-hmm.
So when they insert the first and the first pill, they say no, it's not working. So they have to come and check any time.
So you didn't feel the pain when they inserted the first one. How did they know it wasn't working?
Okay, I came to the hospital around 6 in the evening, 6. And then they insert the first one at 7. And then from the beginning, I was not feeling any pain. Okay. 30 minutes later, and I was feeling some contractions.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to check if there are some opening and those kind of things, but they still see the close.
The cervix was still closed.
It was still closed. They say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but if from that time to a certain given time, I think 4 hours later, if it is not still open, they have to insert the second time.
Oh, wow.
So from that time, the pain started, my cover started there. I was screaming, I was shouting. The contraction were there, but it was not giving anything new.
Right.
You know.
Is the insertion painful?
Yes, because they have to push it very up
with their hands.
with their hand.
With their hands, right?
And then after 30 minutes, they have to come and check how. And those touching, I did not like it.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
They will come and say, please, you have to check. And then
Right.
I was not comfortable with it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I took the second pill after 4 hours when nothing was done. Then I took the second pill.
Wow.
And then throughout the day, still
But
nothing.
you were still going through pain.
I was feeling the pain. I couldn't even walk. I was feeling like I wanted to vomit. Hey, mind you, if you are in labor, you don't have to eat anything. You don't have to drink.
Yes.
So I was weak. I entered the labor at 6, as I said. So from 6 to the next day, I was not able to eat,
Wow.
not even to drink, because they say I can't. So I couldn't.
They didn't even give you some fluids?
Nothing, not even one chocolate bar
Oh.
to say you should. No, nothing. So I
Wow.
was weak. I was very tired, and the pains too. I couldn't control myself. I couldn't even walk from my room to the bathhouse.
Wow.
I was shaking.
That's crazy.
And they gave me a pot to urinate, to ease myself in the room, and those what I quickly need. And getting to 7, they came. They touched me and they say, "Oh, you are up and you are at 7 centimeters
Dilated.
now." And they say, "Do you care for peridural?" I say, "Yes."
Epidural.
I was waiting. Epidural.
Yes,
In French, we
yes.
say peridural.
Peridural, yes. That's
Sorry.
fine. That's fine. In French, at least I learned a new word in French today.
The epidural, they came in late, but they couldn't even inject all.
Okay.
Because
Was it at your back?
Yes.
Your spinal cord?
Yeah, you have to you hold one of the nerves.
Okay.
And the anesthesia.
Your back.
Yeah.
And I'm told you have to be like still, like you can't move, you can't
No,
shake.
you can't do anything because the needle is
it long? Wow.
And it has to enter your bones, not in the skin or no.
Now
in
I'm
the
scared.
bone. So they injected it, and I told them I'm like I react to how will I put it? I would too quickly to anesthesis.
Okay.
So they put half. See, they injected half of it, but still, I was like dead on the bed.
Wow.
I couldn't move my legs. I couldn't move my arms. I was just there. And they helped me push the baby. And pushing the baby, I think it took 3 minutes for me to push the baby out. And the placenta, some seconds later, it was out also.
Wow.
That was for my first.
And you felt so relieved.
Yes.
Damn.
It was very, really...
It's very relieving the moment the baby comes out.
Yes,
I must admit.
you feel this fresh air, like you
a
are
breath of fresh air.
Yes, you are living. You know,
You feel
pass
like
through a lot.
Yes,
now
yes.
you are just
And the weight, all the weight is out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. But then sometimes we focus so much on the pregnancy and the birth, and we don't even know what comes next after having the baby. But that's also another phase.
Yes.
Like it's a different
See,
phase,
altogether.
and they call that the 4th trimester.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard people call
Really?
after birth they call it the 4th trimester.
Oh.
Yes. And with my first actually, I didn't enjoy the pregnancy so much to a point where after I gave birth, the moment the baby came out, in my first week postpartum, I was missing pregnancy. Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Like the pressure, the sleepless nights.
Yeah, it's true.
I didn't know I'll miss my pregnancy period so bad.
Some ladies even say it's better in than out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt that way. I felt that way in my first week of postpartum for my first baby. I felt that way. I felt like nobody told me. Nobody told me this.
The thing I missed most that time was the movements of the baby in your tummy.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'll be like, she's not moving anymore. And I remember, no, she's out now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So did
It's one of the
you breastfeed your babies?
Yes, for 6 good months.
Oh, so you did exclusive breastfeeding. I did that too. Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yeah, that's great.
6 full months.
Yes. Yeah.
And then after the 6 months, I started mixing with the formula.
The solids and formula. Did the doctors tell you the benefits of exclusive breastfeeding?
Yes,
Yeah.
a
I'm
lot.
told.
Even in Europe, when you are giving birth, they will ask you, are you breastfeeding or straight to the formula? And when you say breastfeeding, okay, that's good.
That's
and they will
good,
list
right,
whatever.
Right.
And I think now they are coming against the formula in Europe.
But you know, it's a sensitive topic to talk about sometimes, because I feel like sometimes there are some mothers that actually try, but they don't get the breast milk.
Yeah,
so in that case, the only
cases.
option they have is to actually give their kids formula. So in that case, you can't say that mom is a bad mom because you're not able to.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Yes.
We don't
do
have
that.
any bad mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every mom is good.
Yeah.
Be it if you are breastfeeding or not, you are a good mom. If you are feeling tired or not, you are a good mom.
And you are right to feel tired. You are right to
and it's okay.
it's
okay.
Yeah.
We you know, one thing about mothers is when we give birth, nobody gets to ask us,
how are you?
How are you?
How are you
Everybody
doing?
is asking,
how is the baby?
How is the baby?
Is he sleeping in the night?
Is he eating well?
Yeah.
Is he fine? But nobody gets to ask the mother, how are you?
No, nobody.
Are you taking good care of yourself?
Nobody.
Are you prioritizing yourself? Because if you're not feeling okay, you won't be able to
and
actually
these
take care of
kind
the
of
baby.
people who also say sleep when the baby sleep. It's never
That
easy.
doesn't work. It's never easy. When the baby sleeps, you now have to think of what you eat.
Yeah, and how to take care of the house.
The house,
Yeah,
you know?
because
obviously the man is he can't be home. How then would you guys?
He
has to be out working.
We women, we suffered a lot.
We do actually. We do.
Suffer.
We do.
We go through a lot.
We go through a lot. And then as
sacrifice.
first time mothers, getting help from other people is very difficult for us. Because I remember with my first child, my husband helped a lot, but it was affecting him with work.
Yeah.
Because then he would sweep the house, he would clean, he would cook sometimes for us. And then by the time he comes to work in the morning, he's feeling very tired and he's not able to focus on work. So he was like, why don't we get a nanny to help us? And I was actually, I didn't know how to feel about it.
Nobody would take care of your kids.
We spoke to our mother-in-law. She was able to get her someone some very young, kind girl. She came, and you know, it took me about 2 weeks to be able to actually even hand over my baby to her.
Easy.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
My baby's dad did that first. My husband did that first. He was the one who actually was more okay to actually hand the baby over to show her how to take care of the baby. And I couldn't. I would just tell her, just clean the house, wash the plates, iron the baby's clothes. I would take care of my baby myself.
Yeah.
And not because I felt like she couldn't.
It's instinct. We mothers, we have this. You know, it's not. You can't explain it.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's natural.
Yeah.
You can't explain it. Even me to hand over my kid to my mother. It was
difficult.
Yes, it was something. It was hard.
Right.
Because I was like, maybe she would treat my baby like the way she treated me. And I was not even okay with maybe
that treatment,
that kind of mindset or that kind of generation, that the way they're supposed to do things in the past.
It's different. Our mothers were raised in a different generation.
Yeah.
And the way they were raised, their mentality, the way they do their things is totally different from how we do. Even our dressing. My husband was saying this recently about mothers. He was like, these days when you see the mothers, you can't even tell they are actually mothers. Unless they tell you, oh, I have 2 babies or I have 3 kids. You can't tell, because even our dressing is different.
Yeah.
You see a mother in a very nice crop top with pants, looking like a 16 years Gen Z 70-year. I'm like, oh wow. But then our mother's time currently they're dressing, they rub their hair. So it's like everything is different now. Like, and with them, they bottle up their emotions. They were told to I don't know, but they were raised in a way that they don't even talk when they
No, you
feel
have
it.
to take everything
But
for yourself.
with us, it's different. We can't bottle it
No,
up. Our
you have to
generation,
say
we say it.
Even
We
though-
say it, you know. We don't bottle it up. Like I remember there was this time after I gave birth to my second baby, my baby girl, my mom had to shower me with hot water. You know, that's what will help me heal.
Yeah.
And I remember literally fighting with her in the bathroom because, girl, the water was so hot. I couldn't. I was like, Mom, I can't.
It's for
She
your
was like,
own
"Mommy, I
good.
can't, it's too hot." Like, she's like, stop it, though. Stop it. Stop it. I was like, Mommy, it's too hot. I can't. I'm just being honest. She was like, sure. Do you know what we have to endure
Yeah,
for you?
they've been
I was like,
through a
Mommy, our
lot.
generation is different. Yeah, I can't. And then with all those bitter leaves, so there's this bitter leaves,
You have to-
grind.
yeah, you have
I
to
have
take
to
them.
drink. It's so big. Girl, I literally have to like close my eyes and hold my breath
So you have the
to
choice.
actually drink
No.
that. Because they said it helps with breast. And it
Yeah.
actually does help with breast
It's
milk.
true.
But it's just too bitter for me. It's just too bitter. But I had to try. But then we have to compromise and try and understand our parents because our generation is totally different. Their generation is different. It's hard for them to understand our generation, and it's also hard for us to understand their generation. So it's like we have to come to a compromise.
Yes.
We have to understand them sometimes just a little bit, and they also have to try and understand us just a little bit. So I think if we try and compromise small for each other, I'm sure we will always
Hopefully.
figure it out.
But they see us to be not respectful.
Yeah, that's the
you
thing.
see,
Sometimes
because we
yeah.
always want to talk back whenever they are saying something.
Yeah.
They always think they've been through it and they know more.
More exactly.
You see?
Yes.
They'll be like, you I've given birth to your husband or you yourself.
Right.
So what are you coming to teach me?
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
But I think we have to learn from each other.
yes.
Yeah.
It's all about learning from each other. You know.
We have to learn
Yeah.
from each other.
And there's one thing you and I were talking about recently about our baby's first day of school.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
feeling is different.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
It's hard taking your child, especially your first child,
Yes.
to school on the first day and then just feeling okay.
Me
yeah,
especially.
Yeah, you.
I was not having nanny when I gave birth.
Yeah.
I did not want any nanny in my house.
Mhm.
I was having a cleaner, but not a nanny.
Nanny.
I was doing everything myself. When the baby is sleeping, I have to run and take my bath, eat fast.
Mhm.
I never want any TS person to come into my
Space.
Yeah,
or baby
in
space.
between my baby and I.
Right.
You know. And then I stopped working, and I told my husband I have to take care of my kid because I did that baby myself.
Yeah.
So there's nobody that can take care of
The
her
baby better than you.
better than
Right.
me. So he accepted, and I started taking care of Aurora. So she got to 1, 2 years, getting to 3 years, and I was pregnant with the second born.
Yeah.
And I had no choice than sending her to school. It was
So she
hard.
started school at 3 years.
She started closer to 2. Yeah, closer to 2.
Okay.
Not
okay.
no,
Not
not
3,
yeah,
okay.
not 3. Closer to 2. So when the first day I sent her to school, I was questioning myself. I was asking, would they treat her well?
Right.
Would she be happy in being here? But when she enters, she saw kids playing, so
She was
left
okay.
me.
Yeah.
They say, okay, mother, you can leave now. Come and see me crying. I was crying bitterly.
Oh, so you cried.
I cried.
Oh, wow.
And even the
Now I'm feeling bad because I didn't cry.
Really?
I didn't cry.
I was crying. I was
Yeah.
bitter. I was even feeling like I was like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe she
Really?
does not need to go to
Aw,
school that
school,
age.
yeah.
And they said, no, relax. I said, no, I can't. And then the director came to me. He said, okay, you can stay closer and watch her because you are first day.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
her
so they
first
actually
day.
allowed you
Yeah,
to
so
stay.
you can stay, but not in the classroom.
But
the
like
park.
just around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you'll be watching everything. So I say, that one day I want to.
But
do
did the
it.
baby see you?
Yeah.
She saw you.
But she didn't
She didn't care.
care. She was not even minding me.
I'm sure she was like,
tired.
what is mommy doing here?
She was tired. So I was sitting there watching. If I see somebody coming closer to her, I push it. I said, no, don't touch my baby. I was there shouting. People were like, who is this? I said, I'm so sorry. This is her first day, so I have to protect. Her.
Oh, wow.
And then after school, I was the first parent to be
pick her
there.
To be there.
She said, okay. The next day I was prepared to stay, but they said,
again.
Okay, madam, please, you can go now, and it's okay. You can go home.
Right.
And I left. So when I left, I wasn't even ready to go to the house. I was at the park. I went to the park.
You still didn't go, my dear.
For 45 1 hour.
Wow.
45 minutes 1 hour before I decided to go home. I was like, maybe if I'm on the way, they will call me and say, come and take your baby back. She's crying. And I'll run and come. But they did not even call me. I was like, okay, maybe she's even tired of me.
It's
because
normal.
Since I gave it to her, we were close. Even
always together.
Yeah. So people were like, no, if you send her to school, she will not like it because you just pamper her too much. Why? Let her.
Was she clingy?
Really? We are always together.
Right.
Even in the bathhouse, when I'm taking my bath, she has to sit there. Yeah, always.
I remember having that experience. You can't even pee. These kids.
No, they'll follow you.
Just stay on the bed. Let me pee. Hell no. They want to follow you into the bathroom.
One day she asked me if she can help me remove my pants. I said,
really? That's crazy.
Yeah, she said, Mom, can I help? I said, no. I'm okay. No, I'm okay. Yeah, that.
Oh, well, that's so sweet. Oh.
Yeah.
But then eventually you were okay. You were like.
Yeah. It's okay.
At some point, yeah. It's normal. I feel like it's okay for us to feel that way. I mean, eventually we will have to let our emotions aside and then just let the kids be, because they're also going to grow and be independent.
Yes,
we can
of
always
course.
be too clingy.
Yeah.
And they need experiences outside. They need to socialize.
It's
they need
true.
to learn. They need to go to
It's
school.
true.
So it's okay for us to feel that way, but we also need to sometimes just let the kids be.
Now she's 3, so she's pretty sure she can defend herself. She can say things. She listens. She sees. She hears everything.
Right.
So she can be on her own for her age.
Yeah.
Not
Me with my boy, his first day of school, he actually cried.
Oh.
I felt bad, but I didn't cry. I felt bad a bit. Sorry, but I actually felt relieved. I'm sorry.
You'll be
What's
like,
it? Sorry, when you see this
let
in
me breathe.
future, it doesn't mean I don't love you. I love you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we love you.
We
all.
love you. I love you, my son. But he cried actually. And that was what actually made me sad, because he cried a lot. So when I left, I felt like, will he be crying all day like this? But then actually the teacher said the moment you leave, I think in the next 5 minutes, when they don't see you around, they stop crying.
Okay.
And then they start to like, they get used to, they start to talk to their friends and mingle with their friends. But my girl, hey, madam, she didn't cry. That girl, the moment we took her to the school, she was going. She didn't even look at me to even say bye-bye. She was going. She didn't cry. Her first day of school, she didn't cry. Never. She never cried. But the boy, he cried. I think he cried for 1 week.
But you know, boys, they are our first husband.
Yeah.
Drop the men aside.
They are first babies. My boy,
They are always attached to the mother. Boys always. But girls is their father.
Their father, right.
It's their father.
That's
Always.
That's super cool. Super cool. Man, I mean, but we are doing well. Let's just keep it that way. We are doing well.
I hope one day we also sit down and be proud of ourselves.
Yes.
Be proud that we've made it.
Yeah.
And also, maybe some of our parents will be we can't, because we with this mentality, these ladies, they'll be like, no, they are not meant for motherhood.
Yeah.
But I hope one day they will also be proud of us.
They will. They are actually. Our parents. They are. Our mothers are actually, but they don't say it because, like I said, they are meant to. But it's even hard for them to say, "My daughter, well done."
It's even hard for them to say,
hard
"I love
for
you."
them to even say,
I love you.
Now my mom tries. You know why? I intentionally started to tell her I love you.
Oh,
But it took her a while. But then she finally set it back.
Oh,
So I
that's good.
yes, because just try it and
Oh
see.
no, please.
Try.
Let me
Try
my
it.
kids.
Try it.
I'll
It
tell
doesn't
my
matter.
kids,
Try
no.
it. Try
Me,
it. Try it.
one thing I said to myself when I was pregnant, I have to break some barriers that I was not having.
About
Like
happy about.
when I was just a child.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
some movements, some words that my mother or my father can use.
Yeah.
I was not happy with it. So my aim was it has to stop on me. I
Yeah.
don't have to.
You don't want your kids
My
to
kids
also
to
experience that. You know,
yes.
we've all had that experience because I've also had that experience with my parents where they use certain words on you and that
Not this.
no, not this.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, really? Did my mom or did my dad use that word on me? But it goes back to how they were raised again.
Yeah.
So you just have to say, okay, this is what I experienced with my parents, and I don't want my kids to experience that.
Exactly.
So you just let that shape you, and then raise your kids the way you want to raise them. So
it's true that we have to take some of their skills to
but
join.
but not everything. Yes, because some of the words my parents used on me, I would never for a second see myself using that on my kids. Like never, ever, ever. And then funny enough, sometimes we unconsciously pick up that behavior from our parents. Because there was this day I was in the house, my little sister did something, and I was so upset. And I said a word. I just finished saying the word,
and you remember,
and it dawned on me that this is a behavior I picked from my father or from my mother, and I didn't like that behavior. So why am I using that same behavior around my little sister? And then I was like, I felt and I was like, no, you didn't like it, so you don't have to.
No.
So it's like I realized I unconsciously picked up that behavior. So I had to deliberately and consciously tell myself that I don't want to use that in my home. I don't want to use that behavior. I don't want to use those words in my home, on my kids, on my little siblings. It's a no. So sometimes you have to actually intentionally and deliberately act upon not using those, because that's how you grew up. So sometimes you just pick it up.
In you.
So you have to it's in you. So you have to intentionally.
And this generation, we have to also learn to say sorry to our kids, apologize. It's normal.
Okay, it's normal.
No.
I say it all the time to my I'm like,
sorry. But our parents, they will never say it.
Please, I beg you. Who are you to say sorry?
They can beat you.
They're always right.
Yes, always.
Well, say sorry to you.
I always say sorry to even if they are 3 years and 1 year. If I know that I've done something, I say, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's so easy for us to say sorry. Yeah. But with them, it's very difficult for them to say sorry.
That's true.
But with us, it's easy.
My mother punished me for something I never did. I was not even aware of that thing. She punished me. Meanwhile, it was my sister's fault. My sister came to tell her, no, it's not Erica's fault. It's my fault. And she said, I'll not apologize. But she punished me 1 week without this breakfast.
Really?
Yeah, 1 week without even money, pocket money, nothing.
Their punishments are actually quite hard. Our parents, their punishments is very, very tough.
We have to learn to say sorry to our kids.
It's our generation is normal. Yeah. But it's good that at least we are different and we are raising our kids different. We are training. It's easy for us to say. It's so easy. Sorry is nothing, No. It's so easy for us to say sorry.
But people think when you say sorry, you are just breaking yourself down.
It's a thing of pride.
It's true.
It's a thing of pride. It's normal. They just feel too. It's a thing of pride. I will just keep it at that. Yeah. It's ego. You feel like when you're saying sorry, you're letting some part of your body. But it's not true. It's sorry. When you say sorry, it doesn't take. I was telling my little sister that she picked that behavior. It's so hard for her to say sorry when she does something. And I was telling her that when you say sorry, I was just explaining to her, when you say sorry, is your finger gone? Do they cut? It's a part of your finger gone? She says no. Is a part of your head gone? She says no. Do you get hurt? Do you feel like they've used a knife to cut you? She says no. So I was like, why is it so difficult for you to say? It's so easy. And in this life, if you know how to say sorry, your life is easy.
Yes, it's true.
If you know how to say sorry, your life is easy. Sorry, thank you. These words, your life is easy.
Yeah.
Just say sorry and you're gone. You're feeling okay. Even when you say sorry, even you yourself, you feel okay within you.
It's true.
Than when you keep it and you don't want to say, especially when you know you're wrong and you don't want to say sorry. It's even eating you yourself up. Yeah. But the moment you let that sorry out, you realize that you are feeling very peaceful. So it's and it doesn't take away anything from you, nothing at all. Yeah. You know, so let's learn to always say sorry, not just to our kids, just to anybody that we offend. Yeah, it's okay to say sorry. It's okay to say sorry. To like take accountability and then apologize and say sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't know this and that will hurt you in this way or in this manner. So sorry. Yeah. You know, there are times where I'll be in the bedroom and I'll hear my daughter crying, and I'll think her little brother did something to her, and I'll be like, Pussy, why did you do that to her? Don't do that. And Pussy will be like, Mommy, I didn't do this. And I was like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, I thought you did this to her. No, and that's it, you know. Yeah. So
and they're shouting too. We grew up
shout. I'm sorry. I pick. Yes, my husband always says,
I do shout.
I do shout. I pick.
I
try. It's part of my DNA. Sometimes I finish shouting and I'll be like, Hajar, you're shouting.
Yes,
it's not.
We took all those habits shouting from our parents.
Yes, I took it.
I feel when I don't shout, they don't
hear. And sometimes it actually like they don't actually hear. I was telling you.
I shout at him.
I was telling you this morning when you walked in that I took Posse to the Barbary shop.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and he was literally on the floor rolling. I had to scream and shout because when I was saying, Posse, stop, don't do that. He wasn't listening. Like, it's like when you don't scream, gentle parenting doesn't work. I was like, Posse, stop. We are out. Don't do that. Stop embarrassing me. He will not listen. It's like when I say, you even do it times two. Unless I was like, Posse, stop. Like, I scream before he stops. Or I tell you that, Posse, when you do this, I will strip out this privilege from you. I will not give you your cartoons when you ask me, or I will not buy you this toy when you ask me. That's only when he listens. You know. But even with that, I still have to shout before he listens. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I will shout.
I hope one day you just go. Let it go. Or at least let the shouting go.
I will try, but as for shouting, I can't promise. I can't promise. Bank. Have you ever spanked your any of your kids?
No.
Me, I have. My son. Yes. Yeah.
Maybe at the back. On the
his buttocks. I have spanked his buttocks.
My husband is a white too.
Yeah, I know, right?
They
will not allow you at all. Even me, that my husband is not. Actually, when I spank his child, he says not to. He says not to, but I'm sorry. Sometimes I have to spank him.
But sometimes they need some
little.
Yeah, they need it.
Please, we are Africans, so
that
spank them small. Oh, looks like our time is up.
I think so.
It is.
Next time.
I really enjoyed this conversation.
Same here.
Yeah,
really.
Guys, did you? If you did, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and wait for the next episode. If you watch this and you don't subscribe, and you leave and you don't subscribe, God, my God is watching you. Subscribe. Support a sister. Don't forget.
Let me ask French people also to subscribe.
Yes, please do, my darling. Please do for me. Yes.
N'hésitez pas à vous abonner sur sa page Instagram, TikTok, encore YouTube. N'hésitez pas à la soutenir parce qu'elle fait vraiment du bon travail. Bisous, au revoir, à la prochaine.
Thank you so much, Dan. It was good to have you. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Okay, guys, see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.